Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Playing an EIK WM France deck G456 game with Mercator, TetStyle, and Quyuran. Looking at this first pile, well, Poker Player is pretty appealing, but the rest of this pile is pretty weak. I mean, Animal Buyer's okay, Hasty Trader's okay, Land Agent's okay, but not too crazy about any of these. Plot Deal Maker's fine. Officer can be quite good. Of course, it only works in certain strategies. I mean, there's tons of ways of getting crops in this set, but there's also a lot of payoffs, so I think we're going to take Land Agent here. I could speculate on Officer, but I think Land Agent is more likely to make it into my game plan. Yeah, and then I see Master Fencer, so I'm immediately regretting what I did, but that happens. That just happens sometimes. Drunkard seems pretty good. I've seen people using it to good effect recently. Stone Baron, is a fine stone action. Helps you get the well after like one Reedstone food action, which I kind of like. Farm Worker seems interesting. Master Fencer. Gelder I think is okay, but I think we'll take Stone Baron here. Don't love passing the... yeah, Drunkard seems okay. I don't know. I'm not sure how to value it. Well, there's Reeve, so if Poker Player comes back, you know, Reeve is definitely going to go to someone who plays 7 occupations. I don't really think I've seen a reason to do 7 occupations yet. Resource Dealer is okay, Hoarder's okay. I like Resource Dealer, excuse me. Yeah, just have to find a way to use the clay. And then you've got a pretty good start. Especially with Stone Baron, I should be able to go for a couple stone improvements. Ooh, this is kind of interesting. So Peon goes pretty well with the Drunkard, I think. You're basically getting 4 food. If you have a clay oven, 2 food with a earth. A Social Climber for whoever took the Stonehouse Reno stuff. I actually don't mind. I could take Traveling Salesman here. With Resource Dealer, Stone Baron, I could go for a couple major improvements pretty easily. Yeah. I think I like Traveling Salesman here. It's not the best card, but I think with Stone Baron and Resource Dealer, I have a pretty nice... start to the game with Traveling Salesman. Like, I really am happy going for the first room and sitting on Start Player if I have Traveling Salesman and Resource Dealer, because I build the pottery really easily, you know, stuff like that. Thanks, Rylocren. Hello to you as well. Yeah, so my first 4 occupations are actually turning out pretty well, so maybe I can go for a Reeve. I don't know. Thing is, if the Poker Player is like really aggressively sitting on the Start Player space, then it can be pretty obnoxious for me to get my occupations out, so I think going for first room seems like a good idea. And Resource Dealer does that pretty well. So, 1 Reedstone food action, 5 wood, play Stone Baron, play Resource Dealer, play Traveling Salesman. Use the clay for a minor improvement, maybe, would be good. Yeah, I like Plow Deal Maker, but paying 2 food to someone doing a plow is like pretty annoying. Although in this game it might be a good thing to do. Might be a good play, like with Land Agent, for example. I'll benefit a lot from getting fields. Animal Buyer is fine. Animal Welfarist I don't really like. Hasty Trader is probably playable for feeding if I'm going to do a big family. I think it's between Plow Deal Maker and Animal Buyer, and we'll take Plow Deal Maker. I don't love it. I think giving 2 food to your opponent is pretty costly, because although you're gaining, you're also helping your opponent gain a lot. Definitely Gelder here. The rest of these cards are not really playable. Take Gelder. So we have a pretty nice big house strategy, big house setup here. So we want to go for a big stone house. We want to play. Oh, thanks Teledar for the host. Looking for a big stone house, lots of rooms. What do we want here? Mailman is fine, I guess. We use the clay pretty well. Although it's another early occupation, which I don't love. We could do like Plow Deal Maker with Land Surveyor, but that depends on somebody else going on plow a bunch of times early. Oh man, and then we see like Powder Keg. There's some really good Stonehouse cards here. Rock Pyramid. Ooh. Who am I passing these to? Mercator? Yeah, Mercator should have a pretty nice game. Whoa, Birthwell. Do I want to first pick Birthwell here? So, Resource Dealer gives me the clay. Stone Baron gives me the stone. With 1 Reedstone food action. The only thing I can see myself having issues with is feeding in that first harvest if I play this many occupations. I wonder if I should just go for it though. First pick Birthwell here. And then we could take Village School. Yeah, let's try this. How many Stonehouse Ox did I pass to Mercator? I passed a lot, Lumen. I passed a lot. Let's not talk about that. We're gonna talk about the positive aspects of this game. Alright, let's pick up Driftwood here. Sack card's pretty good, but Driftwood is fantastic, and I have Land Agent, so I think Sack card's a little lower in value here. Yeah. Yeah, I passed a lot of Stonehouse cards. I passed Officer, I passed Master Fencer, I passed Social Climber, I passed what else did I pass? Those were the big ones. Those 3. So Mercator builds the light. I also passed Stone Pile or whatever, the one that whenever you build a stone room you plow a field. Yeah, I've passed him some good cards. I think probably that's a drip card I could pick if it comes back. The other thing is the social climber builds the well pretty well, so I don't know if birth well is going to be worth it if I can't rebuy the well myself. But honestly, buying the well and growing, if I could family growth round 5, that's going to be pretty good. Rock pyramid. So yeah, I actually think I'm gonna. No, I think I like the first pick birth well here. This hand looks terrible. Yeah. No comment. I like Runestone quite a bit. I don't know if I'm gonna do a big house game. I don't know if I'm gonna benefit from it particularly well. I like Machete. Machete can like make a game in and of itself. The stone cost of Runestone is a little scary. I think both of them are pretty good though. I do have Plow Deal Maker, so I do benefit a lot from getting stuff sown. I build ovens pretty well with Resource Dealer and with Traveling Salesman that I may or may not play. So I could do Machete. Runestone is really good too. If I thought I was going to fence before Runestone, then the breeding phase is awesome. But if it's just the field phase, I think we'll take Machete. We'll just take Machete here. Yeah, excellent analysis, Sid. Exactly what I would just thought. I think we're going to take Hayrake here. Or I guess I do have Plow Deal Maker. So do I like Plow Deal Maker better than Hayrake? Plow Deal Maker, if my opponents refuse to go on the plow 1 field space, then, it leaves it open for me, which is the same thing that Hayrake does. Yeah, I guess I don't really need to take Hayrake here. So I could take Doe, or I could take Artichoke Field. We'll take Artichoke Field here. Don't think Mangrove Tree looks all that exciting. Artichoke looks fine. Oh, Powder Keg came back, so that means he took that for other card. He took what was it? Yeah, Rock Pyramid. Yes, that's right, Rock Pyramid. So do I block pick Powder Keg here? Nah, he can have Powder Keg. I just need to make sure I get the well first, which I think I can do with Stone Baron. And Mailman helps me out too. I think we'll take Pig Wallow here. With Plow Deal Maker, I can plow more fields than I need throughout the game. So Pig Wallow is a pretty nice way of using those extra fields. Yeah, I like that. And then this pick. Cooking Hearth is okay. Milk Can is okay. Really don't like Birth Well unless you get the well back. I mean, the other thing is, the way I can look at it is I can set myself up to build, like I can go, go to a 3-room house and then Birth Well grow, and that seems fine. Or 4 rooms and then grow and then build Birth Well grow. Like I can do some really silly stuff. I can like double grow round 7, for example, with Birth Well. I can do some really silly stuff. So I think it's okay. I think we can do some really, we can do some good stuff in this game. Cooking Hearth, Milk Can, Encircling Wall. I think we're going to need miners that give us food. I think Milk Can is okay here. Yeah. Like if we can get a crap ton of actions, then Gelder will be quite nice, and it'll help pay for our Plow Deal Maker, that kind of thing. Let's try it. I don't like open fields. I don't like market stall with land agent. So we'll take shears, I guess. Not that I don't think I've ever played shears. Even when I have a day labor combo, I don't play shears. Like, it's not worth the wood for the, inconsistent food. It can be good sometimes, but usually it's best if you have control over the sheep as well. And if you have control over the sheep, you don't need the food from shears. So, I don't know. And if sheep come in round one, then it's a more food plentiful game. So then the food you get from shears is not as relevant, I don't think. But we'll see. This could be a really strange game. Yeah. Yeah, we could do some cool stuff. We've got Resource Dealer, which is quite good early. We've got Mailman. We've got Stone Baron. We'll have access to resources much earlier than our opponents. Traveling Salesman, we have early access to the Major Minor space. Yeah, we can do some cool stuff in this game. And am I in start position? If I'm in the starting position, that means I get Reedstone Food round one. Hey, there's Major Minor. Could maybe consider... nah. Reedstone Food. Looks good. The more Reedstone Food actions I take, the less stone my opponents have, so the more likely I get the well. So Mercator first picked Stonehouse Builder. Man, why do I never speculate on Stonehouse stuff and get Stonehouse Builder? Like, oh man. Well, we know what Mercator's gonna do. Also, the fact that he took Rock Pyramid ahead of the other one. I did not pass him Mason's Apprentice, no. I passed him Officer. Oh, TetStyle did draft Poker Player. Alright. That's good to know. 2 clay start. In case sheep come round 2. And there's Poker Player for TetStyle. So TetStyle is planning to spam Occupation, so I have to keep that in mind. And it might be a little harder than I thought to play my early Occupations. Also, probably took the Reeve, because the Reeve was sitting, going all the way around, so... So yeah, what did I pass? I passed Master Fencer, I passed Social Climber, I passed Officer, I passed Rock Pyramid. A couple good ones. Do I need to Occupation here just because we know how aggressively TetStyle will Occupation every round? Kind of like playing Resource Dealer here. Stone, clay, stone, reed, wood, clay. Surprised how much Resource Dealer has gone down in power. Wonder if people are overvaluing it. I wonder if the clay miners have gotten worse. Maybe. Or if people are more aggressively going for the first fireplace. That's would be my guesses as to why that would be the case. If Occupation could come back, that would be pretty nice. I'd Occupation. No, Quyuran's got Drunkard here. Yeah, there were some really good combos. There was also the peon, which lets him bake whenever he goes on the grain space, so I assume he probably got that back. We could go for the fireplace here, or not. Yeah, sure. Let's build the fireplace here. I like getting the wood and reed accessible for my wood room, so. So I have first access to. I'm hoping the sheep come round 3, but even if they come round 4, you know, a 6 food action round 6 is good. So I'm really hoping to get like 4 wood now. Ideally more than 4 wood so that I can build the well, like 5 wood would be really nice. And Mercator doesn't know about my birth well, which I'm kind of happy about. So hopefully he doesn't go for the well too aggressively. I'm hoping that with his rock pyramid that he decides that it's better for him to hold on to stone instead of building stuff like the well, but you never know. Here's mangrove tree. Lumen saying, meta is just heavy throwing resources into the game. Stuff like dealer is very common because that's the U deck structure. Interesting. TetStyle just got a 3 read action in stage 1. That is very uncommon. And then Quyuran playing Sycophant. Good thing I'm not planning on using the grain space at all. 4 wood looks excellent. And there's sheep in round 3, which I'm happy to see. Do I go for the well? I could build the well with this next. I could guarantee myself the well here by playing Occupation Stone Baron and then Major Minor well round 4. Feels a little worse not doing it on after having played Traveling Salesman, but I think this is gonna be okay. I don't know if I'm planning to play Traveling. I mean, the thing is, if I have like the well and I have Mailman and I have, you know, lots of access to stone, then I like Traveling Salesman when your miners are bad. I think it's better when your miners are bad because you want to play major improvements. So, you know, the ability to play major improvements easier, like my well, for example, I think it's actually better with a Traveling Salesman makes that more doable. So Quyuran might 3 wood here. He also might start player to grab the 6 wood next round. Ooh, interesting. So he leaves the 6 wood. He leaves the 6 wood to get 4 wood next round, it looks like. So that's this is quite a good start for TetStyle, except for the fact that Poker Player has been their only played occupation so far. So I'm not crazy about that, but otherwise looks fine. So all fishing or traveling players into the well, I think. Pretty sure Quyuran's taking 4 wood. Whoa, he's not. Okay, well, Mercator could first action read stone food into building the well. How much do I want to play around that? I guess a little. Whoops, why am I removing this? I need this food. It's not feeding time yet. So I'm playing around the well quite heavily here, but I think it's going to be okay because when I family growth round 7, round 8, I'm going to double family growth, and just the number of actions I'm going to gain is... Why? Why are you playing Reeve here when there's a poker player on the table and I didn't pass you any ways of playing occupations? I wonder if his first pick minor was like writing table or something. That's gotta be the case, right? First pick minor writing table for Mercator, that's why he's doing it. I don't agree with that. No, there's 4 wood on the board, Sid. There's 4 wood sitting right there. Well, my well is safe, so I'll take the 4 wood. Quite happily. Feed 4. Not a fate of gifting points to the poker player. Well, the thing is, we could all play 7 occupations. Like if I get a crap ton of actions, I'll play 7 occupations, no problem. I don't mind doing that, but I mean, I have to get the actions to do it. And maybe Mercator's saying, I'm gonna have a lot of actions thanks to Officer and the great cards that I've been passed, but who knows? Is Quyuran gonna sow here? Needs food, right? But like sowing and having to eat both the grain right away is pretty weak. I don't love the position he's put himself in. Oh, rum distillery. Okay, that works. That works very nicely. Very nicely. Although he didn't get to sow his 2 grain, so I like it a little less. But he gets grain back easily enough with drunkards, so... Wait, how did he get up to 5 food? He had 2 food, and then grain goes to... Okay, 5. Okay, so he'll have 0 food at the start of this round. Also, Mercator got the first wood room, which is pretty crazy. So he's planning to wood room build before going up to stone. Which, I wonder if that means he did not take the stone house occupations. Because if I had Officer and Rock Pyramid, I would be going... I mean, if the first room round 5 falls into your lap, that's a pretty good situation. But if you want to get your stone house going, your stone house takes time for sure and takes effort. I don't know. If I grow 4th, that's going to be pretty sad. Like if we go in order here. TetStyle might be greedy and go for a double build though. No, he's gonna start player sundial. Man, Quyuran wished he had that card. Hey Maruska, saw you were streaming earlier. Hope your game went well. Redstone food for Quyuran. Well, there's 4 wood here. 4 wood is great. I'm a little afraid of Mercator building his clay oven. And then there's a chance that my well gets pushed back even farther and farther. But 4 wood is fantastic. There's also my sheep to consider. I don't want to be put into a position where I have to choose between my sheep and growing. And I feel like taking 4 wood here might put me in that position. Passing on 4 wood sucks, but I think this is the right move. I think. Oh, I could deal a wood. I won, so I guess it went well. Yeah. Yeah, I guess, Lumen, the other thing is I might just get 3 wood back. So if I get 3 wood back, I've given up 1 wood and ameliorated quite a bit of risk, I think. The other thing is I wouldn't mind playing an occupation here. Yeah, nobody does seem to care about wood, which is so weird. Like, Mercator, Reedstone Food there. I wonder if he would have built the... I wonder if he would have built the clay oven if I had left it open. And then maybe he has, like, he might have first picked ceramics or something with the hand that he had. TetStyle plays. Occupation, Restless Father. Wow. And I get this 4 wood action back. What a game. What a game. Oh, I need to remove the wood from my dealer. Does Quyuran grab the wood here? Nope, Quyuran's going to plow another field. Well, my plow deal maker is looking pretty bad right now. Quyuran's got 4 fields done already. TetStyle's got Restless Father to help him plow. And then Mercator will have to plow normally. But, I mean, plow deal maker might be... It might still give me something at the end of the game. Yes. Can I build? Yes, I can build. Feel like I should respond to that by just announcing Reed is at the top of my resource dealer. Or Mercator is gonna have a giant rock pyramid. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I did use it. I haven't. I announced it like right after I auto paid for it. I just need to remove the wood from the top of the dealer itself. On the other hand, others may not compete for plow. Yeah, and if they don't, then that's good for me, right? If they don't compete for plow, then I get lots of plows fairly easily. 6 wood. So he can't start player here. Is that, I guess, what he was thinking about. Unless he, like, start player keys or something. How crazy would that be? A start player keys here. He's going to build a room. Passing 6 wood to Quyuran. No! Because now I actually have to worry about Quyuran building. Six clay is pretty great. I also could double build. I don't know if I love double building here. If I take 3 read and double build, I go up to 5 family members really very easily. I could take 6 clay alternatively. When am I growing? I'm growing in round 10, so I would have to also grow round 11 to get the double birth well growth off. Let's try it. And then second action, I'll get rid of the 4 sheep. Fence earlier, not spend 5 wood on a room. Yeah, that's also a good point. But too bad, Sid. I disagree. And also, you are 1 second too late. I could try to be tricky and grow now. And still build 2 rooms. Ooh. Yeah, and backfill rooms. Oh. And I could start player, guaranteeing myself the sheep. Although Mercator is going to start player with this action. Lumen saying I would have done Birthwell and just farm away given a round 7 growth game. All of these are good points. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of Birthwelling here. That seems pretty cool. Don't love revealing it this early, especially when Mercator has so much wood. My sheep are safe next round, right? So the reason I don't love playing Birthwell here is because Mercator is set up pretty nicely to Birthwell as well after getting the first room. I think we're going to play a little more conservatively. I know that I passed Mercator a pretty monstrous game, so I think we're going to be more conservative. I could maybe have played Mailman there. I guess I could have Mailman, put something on the sheep. But I don't want to encourage others to go after my sheep. I don't know. Clay oven here for Mercator, baking his grain. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Play the strategy, go big or go home. You know what? I've lost a couple times in a row, so I'm kind of tired of losing. So you know what? I'm gonna play tight. I'm gonna try to play tight. Tight. What I will say is if I get 3 stone and I can rebuild the well, then I will think about it. Because if I can rebuild the well, then I'm not passing the Birthwell to Mercator. So I could do that. I could take 3 stone here, then start player Birthwell, and then first action rebuild the well round 8. And then I'm not passing the well. High risk, no rewards. Is TetStyle doing this on Reno? No, he's doing it on Major Minor. It's pretty sure Quyuran builds a room here. Quyuran's going to build a room and then second action. So maybe? Just been playing later than normal and focus dips later in the game. Yeah, you're not wrong about that, Rylokren. I have been playing later at night, that's for sure. And it definitely, I have noticed a difference. Let's try this. Well, wait, no, this doesn't work, because TetStyle takes start player now. So... you know what, I could still take it. Yeah. Yeah. We'll try this. because Mercator would have to take Reedstone food, which he might do with his second action. Yeah, but he doesn't have wood right now, so... And this way I should get a good wood action back. Please stay sharp. You know what? I have been really sloppy. The last couple games I was really sloppy. Like, I easily could have won that last game that I played Saturday night. I will admit, I was really tired. I was also kind of like mentally tired because I was thinking pretty hard all day at the Magic pre-release. Played like 5 matches, which is a lot if you're not used to playing any. Mercator's got dough. I wonder how early Quyuran took Green Grocer. I don't remember when I passed it. Oh, 11 viewers, cool. Hope if you guys enjoy, you will consider following the channel. TetStyle plays Farm Worker. Okay, so this is with Restless Father, gives him a good reason to like help feed while growing. Thanks, Rylocran. Thank you. That's a good one. Okay, so Quyuran, of course, is going to go on so I could leave myself 6 wood by not taking wood here. I could play the Birthwell here. Start player Birthwell, and then I can first action 6 wood, second action build the well. Yeah, sounds good. Alright, let's do this. And then well goes to the board. Then I need to feed 5. Yeah, I'm amazed start player came back too. I guess TetStyle maybe correctly analyzed that Quyuran really needed to sow, and that he was going to value sow ahead of growing 1 round earlier. Yeah. So now we can 6 wood into rebuilding the well. Yeah, I was totally assuming start player was not coming back, and then it came back. What a game, eh? What a game. I don't even know what's happening here. It is possible that they block my major minor. But, I mean, there's family growth, and there's 6 wood, and there's 4 wood, and there's 5 clay. If they were going to do that, they would have to pass up on some really good cards and really good actions. This is a game. This is a game, guys. Six wood for Mercator. Alright, Mercator's now able to build the well. So we're looking at second action building the well, and then third action probably building 2 rooms. And then I would really like to take a bunch of clay, because the clay will help me use the rest of my resource dealer stuff. Yeah. I feel like I'm getting rewarded for playing tight. I think this is me getting rewarded here. Whoa! He actually just played Handmill. Wow. Handmill. When's the last time anyone... Guys, when's the last time you saw this card played? Not buy a stonecutter for free. That doesn't count, obviously. Did he not sow last round? What did Quyuran do with his last move? Shouldn't he have crops on his farm? Quyuran plowed. What is he? I guess he gets crops easily enough with Drunkard, but I don't know, man. Getting stuff sown seems pretty good. He has Supervisor? You think Quyuran has Supervisor? 2020's handmill debut. You know what? It's probably like the last 3 years handmill. When's the last time I streamed a game where someone played handmill? How long do you think it's been? It's been a while. There's 4 wood available. And if I don't grow here, I can build a room round 9 to guarantee myself growth in round 10. So that seems fine. I could also play an occupation here, like playing mailman or land agent or traveling salesman. Any of those could be okay. But I mean, 4 wood is 4 wood. Should probably just take 4 wood. Mercator played his social climber, so he is going to look at renovating. Unfortunately, playing it after you've renoed once is kind of sad, because it's just a 3 stone action. But, yeah. So far, this has gone extremely well for us, I have to say. I could build 3 rooms. How crazy do we want to be, guys? Do we want to build 3 rooms here? Mercator wants to build 2 stone rooms. I mean, he just built the stone oven, so I feel like he'll build 1 stone room. I don't know if he'll build 2 stone rooms. He might. Yeah, with Rock Pyramid, that 5th room is worth a lot more. We'll see. He's also got to start playing his stuff. No, he just baked and did his dough, so I think he's doing okay. He does need a better grain source for sure. Rock Pyramid turns stone rooms from 3 points to 7. Very true. Very true. Yeah, so the thing is, he just used all of his stone from Social Climber to build the stone oven. And he also did not find the time to play Dynamite, or the stone that blows up in round 11. Is it Dynamite? No, it's not Dynamite. What's it called? I feel like I've taken stupid pills. I can't think of any. Powder keg. There we go. Okay, I was close. I can't think of any of the card names today. I did pass it. I passed it back to him because I was like, oh, I could block pick, but I took pig wallow instead. Yeah. So build a room seems like it's totally uncontested. I could take 3 read and build. Oh man, but then I fence later, and fencing later is like not very good for my Gelder. I think I should take 6 clay, and I can decide what I want to do for the rest of the round later. 6 clay looks pretty excellent. I could maybe do like 6 clay into mailman, and because mailman can put stuff on build room, family growth, those are both guaranteed my actions. I can put it on What else can I put on? Getting the third occupation is nice too for my driftwood. I can put it on a wood action since apparently I want wood actions and nobody else does, which is weird. I don't understand why nobody else is taking wood. So confused. Was there more food on fishing than traveling players? When did I take fishing? So there's probably 5 and 5. That's quite a bit. Quyuran gonna family. Oh, okay, so here's Mercator playing officer. Sorry, I should have highlighted that because that's a family growth action there. Although you do have to pay for it. I don't know. I'm not that high on officer. It's great, but having to pay a food every round is pretty annoying. Then village school for Quyuran. So I might not even have to build this round. I might be able to build next round, which is pretty weird. I think we're gonna play mailman here. Pay the same amount as you do for a family member, but you have to pay for it up front. Like having to pay for that family member at the beginning of round 10, right after you've done a harvest, I think is really annoying. And you have to pay for the occupation as well. Okay, so I don't want to put stuff that's going to help TetStyle build on here. So like I can put clay there. I can put wood probably on family growth since the wood's probably the best thing that I'm placing. I'm the only person who likes the sheep right now, so I think I can put it on sheep. And then reed, where do I put the reed? Day labor? Does anyone else like day labor? Not really. Could put it on reno, but that's just asking someone else to reno. Could put it on plow. Since apparently nobody wants to plow. Actually, Quyuran likes plowing. I'll give him the option, sure. I don't want to day labor myself, so that seems fine. Yeah, I think it's pretty likely that I get 3 of these piles of resources out of the mailman. Which, for 2 food, certainly there's a cost, because I could have just taken 3 wood myself, but I don't know. It's marginally more annoying, but it's not guest room. I actually love guest room. I think guest room is fantastic, because it's not a... like, certainly guest room you have to pay up front, but guest room doesn't require you to go to a stone house. And you can play it as a minor improvement, which I think is awesome as well. Okay, TetStyle still needs wood before he can grow, right? He added the wood already for his... He has 4 only. Okay, just confirming that. So yeah, so I can delay my building until next round. I can build into family growth. So I'll take the sheep here, so they're not as likely to get swept. Take the stone. And feed 6. So I'll be sad if somebody plays like a surprise card. Actually, I'll be really annoyed if Mercator start players here. If he start players, that'll really suck. Because then TetStyle can take 3 wood and then build next round. Hopefully, Mercator recognizes that that is the situation and just does 3 wood himself. Or taking vegetable. Or whatever. Also, what's going on with this poker player? He's only played 3 occupations. How much is it worth if he plays it in round 14? 3 bonus points if you play it. 3 bonus points for having to play 7, and you have to do it this early. I don't think it's that good. Don't think it's that good. Is he using sundial here? Sundial end of the work phase? Yes, it is. Nice. And then Quyuran gets another 6 wood action. Seems good. Seems good. But I mean, I get a 4 wood action, so also seems good. Yeah, build a room should be safe. So 4 wood, build a room. Family growth. Yeah. I mean, I think I would prefer tutor most of the time. Because even tutor you can play second. Like, you can play tutor after you play patron, for example. Whereas poker player has to be played before patron. Yeah, 4 wood looks good. Only better than tutor if you get 7 in round 8. Yeah. And I mean, maybe that's fine. Because tutor's a pretty good card. So, like, tutor's just so flexible. That's part of what makes it so good. Like, you can play 5 occupations and have a 4-point or 3-point tutor, and that's okay. There's Master Fencer. We knew that was coming. Find card with something like Historian. Yeah, I like Historian. Historian's quite good. I mean, a lot of cards are better with Historian. Historian's actually, I think Historian's a really excellent card, actually. Okay, so we're looking at using the stone and clay. So pottery is a great way to do that. Yeah, nobody else is really set up to build the pottery right now. TetStyle just played Sunrise Admirer. Okay. So yeah, really nobody wants to plow normally this game. You have a 9-point AUK, you need to significantly increase the risk for those additional points. Yeah, you don't think Braggart as a 9-point AUK has significant risk to it, Maruska? That you can play with your last action in round 14? Quyuran might build the pottery. If he does, that's a little unfortunate, but I'm not too upset. Alright, we're going to build 2 rooms. We're going to take a read off of the dealer. And I have 15 wood already. How do I have 15 wood? Why are these guys not taking wood? Yeah, I hope so. Can you imagine the salt? Oh, that would be a salt-inducing card. That's for sure. Guys, I have 15 wood and I'm about to play driftwood. What is going on? How do I have this much wood? Oh, and I'm about to pick up 2 wood for family growth. I forgot about that as well. I guess I can build the joinery if pottery goes. It's another good, okay way to use my stone. Yeah, I could have built stables. Yeah, I know. Joinery is fine. I have a couple stone improvements to play as well, so. Could easily have built 4 stables there. Yeah. I can also go back and build stables later. I think I'm pretty happy building fences in round 11. So I'm pretty sure if I hit, yeah, I think I agree with Lumen. Um, I think now if I hit the Stone Baron points, aka if I get to a stone house, I don't see how I lose this game. Like 4-room stone house, well, points from Stone Baron. Nobody has a cooking implement. Nobody has a cooking implement. Why not? There's 2 boar on the table. Okay, TetStyle just fenced 4. TetStyle just fenced 4. Wow. Maybe I could have just done anything. And then won, which is pretty silly. Because, yeah, these guys are just not taking wood appropriately. So I'm getting all the wood that I need to play this ridiculous game. Food expenses, yeah. Also, there was a disturbing lack of this in the chat, guys. Whoops. Whoops, let's not spam my TCG player. Where are my wells at? I've got the birth well and the well. Let's see them. I want to see them. Use that food. Don't you like how I have infinite food? Because it's my own channel. Okay. If I can afford to get Gelder out here to take 1 cattle, that's going to be pretty ridiculously good. Because 2 sheep and 3 boar should both get taken. Here's Hoarder. I think I'll first action fence, because there's a chance the 2 sheep comes back, and then I can play Gelder later and then grab 1 cattle. Quyuran's got Remodeler. Okay, so 2 occupations played. Gelder is not getting played, but that's okay, because I'm going to fence 15 with 4 family members and good feeding in round 11. Seems okay. Seems okay. And then, even if I don't Gelder, I can Reno Pottery. I build the pottery really easily with my resource dealer. So if 3 boar come back, great. No, 3 boar did not come back. Master Fencer, right, Mercator. I can Reno Joinery Pottery. Yeah, I will. I will do one of those. Okay, and the sheep are gone too. Good. Okay, so I will take, even though I don't have Gelder out, I will take 1 cattle just because I want to have 3 Gelder actions available for me in round 12, because I don't really think there's anything else that I'm going to want to do in round 12. Aside from plow. I guess I'll like plowing. I guess I can let 1 cattle through, maybe. Reno, Quyuran. Okay, that's fine. Oh, it's so he can family growth, right. So I can't Reno anymore. I could just major minor pottery. Land agent to play and a veg to take. Yeah, I can do that as well. But occupations are all gone. Could just take my plow here. I don't think the rest of my actions are contested with anyone else, so plow seems fine. I can certainly start player artichoke field. I could take cattle and start player milk can, although I don't love passing miners at this point in the game because it's really inviting mercator to start player milk can if he has a good situation for it, which he doesn't at the moment. It's only 2 food, but he might be unhappy with the rest of his miners. I can build the pottery because nobody really is going to go for it. And Gelder gets me stone, right? So I might have extra stone for the joinery in addition to the pottery. Like I have 8 clay, which is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, the thing is, I don't really like plow sow. I like family growth round 12, but if it's plow sow, I don't really like plow sow. And I could start player artichoke field would be fine. Yeah. I guess if it's plow sow, then I can take 2 cattle. And 2 cattle's a good action. It's 4 points. Sure, start player artichoke field. Why not? Why not? It's a good one. So yeah, I think if I get to a stone house, there's no way that I lose this game. Just because the points from Stone Baron. I think the Reeve points I don't really have to worry about. Because none of these guys are going to have complete farms. They're going to have decent farms. For sure, but not amazing. Did Mercator have 5 stone? I thought I only saw 3 stone. Oh, Stonehouse Builder. Oh, I forgot about... I guess I'm used to Stonehouse Builder's other effect being relevant, not the other one. So we'll build the pottery, use the rest of our dealer here. So it only costs 1 clay. And sure, I'll eat a clay and 6 food. So we're a couple occupations behind on the Reeve. And I mean, it's pretty valuable to TetStyle for playing his last 2. And I don't really want to play Traveling Salesman and Plow Deal Maker. So I think it's probably going to be better for me to put my actions into other more fruitful paths. And there's 2 cattle here. Who needs Plow Sow? Plow Sow sucks. Who needs Plow Sow? Well, Mercator likes Plauso, and is very happy that I'm passing it to him, but eh. Also, Alchemist Lab is pretty excellent for me. I need to remember that it's a thing that I can use. Don't really need the read, but everything else is good. I want to make sure I get my renovations done in reasonable time, but TetStyle might reno this round. So I could Occupation Gelder and then take boar, take sheep. Don't know if I'd bother with Gelder here. Yeah, I mean, I could just plow and then play land agent and take vegetable. That's also viable. I have lots of different options here. The fact that Gelder gets me the stone is nice. But if it means that I don't get to take like 2 boar or whatever, that's also possible. That's also not so good. So cabbage lover. Okay. So is TetStyle not going to bother to reno? Because he's going to cabbage lover all of his stuff. Also, start player came back. What is this game? Alright, let's land agent here. Before occupation gets snapped up again. Yeah, I guess I like plow quite a bit. I like plow and take vegetable. Those are great actions for me. And nobody seems to want to start player, which is crazy. So I might have plow so fall into my lap. And even if someone does start player, if it's Quyuran, fine. I have start. I heap family growth. I plow so. Quyuran's renovating to stone here. This is awesome. Good. I just needed someone to reno this round. And if it doesn't have to be me. Start player rope fences. Okay. Well, I was thinking his fencing is going to be really awful, but that makes it a lot better. So that's nice. We'll plow or take the veg. Let's take the vegetable here. Seems slightly more contested. And he discards peon. Didn't end up playing it. So probably we plow for our last action, and then we like sowing in round 13. Would have 3 spaces, including our artichoke field. And these guys are seemingly anemic to start players, so that's awesome. Like I said, just need to make sure I get my reno done, and think I'm in a pretty dominant position. My feeding in this harvest is not ideal. I might have to do like a 4 food action. 4 food fishing or traveling players or something. Oh, runestone, that's nice. Yeah, it's a nice runestone. And if he thinks he's getting his stone back, then that's quite nice. If he's going to get enough stone to do another stone house, that's good. Yeah, nice game by Mercator. High scoring. Yeah, he's got a nice game. Clay oven, stone oven, runestone. Very nice. Good points. Well, the only person who can start player now is Quyuran. So that's a thing. Thought he discarded peon. It's not on his board, right? Pretty sure he discarded it. Yeah, there we go. It's up there now. Okay. Wow. Nobody family growth in round 12. I could family growth here. Family growth is obviously a great move. It's 3 points and I get the action back. I just think plow sow is going to be really excellent. Like, it's hard to argue between the two, I think. They're both going to be really good moves. Not sure anyone needs plow sow. You don't think Mercator would? Because he just harvested more grain and vegetable. Because like Mercator is going to have, for plow sow, he'll have 2 open spaces. I'm pretty sure Mercator would plow sow. Yeah, he did harvest in 12. Exactly. Yeah, with his runestone. But he might focus on getting his stone room, so I don't know. Also, me getting to stone is looking less likely because for some reason someone took 2 stone, and was that Quyuran that took 2 stone there in round 13 or round 12? Yeah, Quyuran just took 2 stone. And then I think he didn't put the right amount of stone back. No, he did take stone. Oh, he had 2 moves in a row. Oh, okay, he had 2 moves in a row. So he took 2 stone for some random reason. Well, family growth came back, so... I didn't get the boar back, though, which is kind of sad. I would have liked to have gotten the boar back. So I'll start player milk can, assuming it comes back. Ted had a tough choice. Family growth. Well, I mean, that's why you need to take wood earlier in the game, so that you're not taking wood first action in round 13. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Lumen. Bonus room. 2 animals, 1 pasture, 1 planted field. Okay. Well, if I reno here, I should still be able to get to stone in the last round. So I think reno and playing milk can is okay here. I would like to play machete so that I can harvest all my grain and then get really good grain points, but I think this is okay. For food milk can. So then I can plow with my last move, or I can take vegetable. I guess with Cabbage Lover, is TetStyle going for plow sow? Does he want to plow sow to get himself to like 9 clay or 9 vegetable? Mercator played Gem Hunter. I guess when you have Reeve, you just need to play Ox for the sake of playing Ox. And then Beanhole here for TetStyle. That helps him feed in the last harvest. Although, it helps him... I guess it lets him feed here. Yeah, his Hoarder is going to be kind of sad because he needs to take stone again. Oh, guys, we passed Scrounger. We passed Scrounger. I need to use Alchemist Lab. I totally forgot about that card. Okay, so we're going to Alchemist Lab here. Where is it? And then to feed, RC to feed 9. So 6 food, artichoke 1, and clay to feed 9. And then breed our cattle. So we really need 3 stone to have Scrounger and Stone Baron be worth it. But you know what? Scrounger might not even get played. If it's in Quyuran's hand, he might not even play it. Because these two might play occupations with their first moves. Yeah, because TetStyle needs to get on occupation. Can't afford to have it blocked. I didn't pass Constable. I don't think I saw Constable. Nobody's set up for Constable anyways. Only Mercator, maybe, but he needs cattle, and he needs to get his last room out. Yeah, I guess I could play Joinery, because it looks like Mercator's going to go on Build a Room, so I could use Joinery, go for Joinery, instead of building Stables, which Joinery is 3 points. But the problem is Stonehouse Reno seems quite good, and I'm not going to have enough stone to do both. Yeah, it might be worth first section stable. Yeah, that's what I'm just debating right now is if I don't use the wood for stables, do I want to use it for joinery? And I think the answer is probably no. Quyuran playing Diligent Farmer here. Gets him another room. So these guys are getting a lot of points, actually. So yeah, I have to show a bit more respect. Like, Quyuran's got a 5-room stone farm plus an excellent rum distillery. You know, Quyuran has played a nice game. And Mercator's played a nice game. TetStyle, I think his game's quite ugly. But hey, you know what? He might have a massive cabbage lover at the end of the game. So maybe that's going to be enough for him to have a really good finish. TetStyle first action, family growth. Oh man, he needed to have like 3 vegetable in his supply so that he could be plow sowing there. Yeah, so if I think Mercator's my biggest opponent, I should be doing stables here. So stables 2 points. Plow is worth... Well, plow's worth a couple points as well. Thing is, if I don't plow here, I definitely am not getting it back. If I plow, Mercator basically is forced to first action stable build a room here. And if he does that, maybe Quyuran feels obligated to family growth with room. So maybe me taking plow will get myself a good action back. Now, having said that, Quyuran maybe doesn't want plow sow. Mercator would be fine taking plow sow, I think. He would much rather build a room, but he would be fine taking plow sow if that's all that's available to him. If I plow, does plow sow come back? Is it worth the risk? What would I gain? I would gain like one vegetable. Yeah, it doesn't seem worth the risk. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, because you know what, Mercator likes so, and Quyuran likes so. So I think we're gonna not stable block, and we're just gonna go for the. I think we're gonna get more points this way, more total points. We certainly are giving a big action to Mercator. So if we lose to Mercator, then this is obviously a huge blunder. I think this is okay though. The plow sow's like at least 4 points, right? Plow sow's a 4-point action. So then I'm giving up a 2-point action to gain 2 points. So then I've got to hope. I'm hoping that the action that comes back makes it worth it. Because I'm pretty sure Mercator is now going to build a room. And then Quyuran maybe Quyuran now feels obligated to family growth because the family growth space is now contested. So if that's the case, then I can get, you know, a boar or a plow or 2 stone or something that I would not have gotten otherwise. TetStyle plays his final occupation. So I can block 3 points if I played an occupation myself. But really it would just be blocking Mercator. So pretty sure I'm more worried about Quyuran than Mercator. It depends. If Quyuran sows here, he plays Master Oven. Oh, discards to save clay, right. 4 occupations, 3 points. That looks pretty good. 2 grain into 5 food. 2 grain into 5 food each. Okay. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's not so. Which he really would have liked to have gone on so, but alright, 2 players cannot legally plow, so plow is safe, so we'll take our 2-point boar. Yep. 2-point boar, plow, stone, Reno, cooking hearth upgrade, eat a couple vegetable. Clay is worth 2 points as well. I could just build the joinery. Let's see if Scrounger comes out. Take the boar and see if Scrounger comes out. Unless I'm thinking about a totally different game, which I might be. Might be thinking about a totally different game. Pretty sure I passed Scrounger. Oh, look away, Sense. It's this game's over anyways. Sensual can look. He's at 50 points. Like, he got riding plow, charcoal burner, reed collector. So he's just had a really massive game. I played Head of the Family, but I kind of got distracted by going really hard for my ceramics play, and I went all in on my ceramics play because I also had a village elder. So it's not really worked the way I thought it would. Also, if family growth had come around 12, I feel like I would have had a better game for sure, but I mean, I still have a lot of points coming in that are going to come in. But not like my Reno fence action is huge because I get a ton of sheep and then I can play loom with my last move or family growth. Either are going to be worth a bunch of points. But yeah, Sedswall just had a massive game. I think he might have got past a couple cards he maybe should not have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No one wants to block Mercator. That's nice. It's nice when people are nice. Yeah, Reno's like 6 points, right? Yeah, how is it? It's got to be worth it to go for the Reno. What's going on with TetStyle's farm? Everything seems like it's off kilter. Mercator's got Hasty Trader. Not Scrounger. Okay. I guess instead of upgrading fireplace to a cooking hearth, I could take 2 stone and then build the joinery. Problem is, the joinery doesn't get me any food, whereas the cooking hearth does. And in fact, taking like 5 food traveling players might be even better than taking plow at the end of the game, just in terms of points. Because I'm going to eat a clay for 2 food. I'm going to harvest for my artichoke for 3 food. And then I could eat a vegetable and a cattle. Yeah, so the cooking hearth is worth like 1 point. So it's worth playing. Because the joinery is not worth any... It's not any better if I don't actually get points from wood, so... I wonder if we're learning that I should have built stables in when I built my room. I should probably have built stables, and that might be the difference if I had built a couple stables here. Because certainly I didn't get animals the way I thought I might. So Reno's safe, and there's 2 cooking hearths available, so no way I lose out on that. So probably 5 food traveling players is worth 1 point. Is it worth 2 points? So eating a vegetable doesn't cost me anything. Eating a clay doesn't cost me anything. So I have right now. So with the cooking hearth upgrade, I have 6 food on my farm. So the 5 food is worth. It lets me not eat a cattle. Actually, wait. Three food, vegetable, plus clay, 5 food, plus artichoke, 6 food. So I need another 4. So eating a cattle is only eating 1 point. So plow is better than the other move. TetStyle ends at 42. Yeah. So we got a couple points there. And then we're going to have 2 points from the Stone Baron. So we might not win. Quyuran's got 55. I don't know if we're hitting 55. That Master Oven and Diligent Farmer ended up being quite big. 2 stone joinery. I could do that, but then Lominzurek. But if I do that, then I can't. Then I'd have to eat an extra vegetable and an extra cattle, because the vegetable would then only be worth 2 points from my fireplace. So I'd have to end up eating. So a vegetable would be 2 food plus 1 food plus 2 food. Then I'd have to eat a cattle and an extra vegetable. So it ends up washing out totally. So I'm pretty sure this is still better. Because I need the extra couple food from the cooking. The extra couple food from the cooking hearth is worth at least a point. Veg, C, art, A for feed 10. So veg, clay. Oh, I should actually remove the resources. Plus 2 point Stone Baron. So I have whatever I score plus 4. So it's going to be a good score. I don't know if it's enough to win. Let's find out. 48, only 50, not even close. Darn. I guess that 5 point rum distillery did some work. Did some work. Quyuran said he had 11 bonus points. That's crazy. 8, 9, 12, and then it's probably missing a couple points that he bred. Mercator hit 55. Mercator hit 55 as well. Wow. So I was way behind, actually. Yeah, could have built a couple stables. I could have built a 5th room, and maybe there would have been time to family growth to get the extra actions. I might have needed the extra actions. Also, the fact that I didn't get the points for the Reeve. So 2 stables and the points for the Reeve is something. Yeah, Gelder didn't come out. Yeah, I mean, obviously we're missing 2 points from vegetables. We didn't get to 4 on our cattle. Yeah, wow. In spite of all my great, oh, I never actually said what my final is. Oh no, 52, sorry. So I'm only 3 points off. Yeah. So, you know, if I had spent wood for stables, you know, that's close. 52, I have 4 bonuses, yeah. Yep, so, I mean, I'm not far off. I'm 3 points behind. I have 5 wood in my supply, so that means I did a wood action that I didn't need to do. So if I took something else instead, you know, maybe that's enough for the win. Like if that wood action is a Gelder action, I have an extra 2 stone and 2 points. And then I can build the joinery instead of building the cooking hearth. And then I can eat a grain for a point. That makes up the difference somewhat. Yeah. It was close. It was close. So yeah, I did a wood action that I didn't need. And I should have I think I should have built stables when I built that room action. Did that build room action. Because I didn't end up playing machete. Did artichoke field. Yeah, didn't end up having time to go for the joinery. Didn't end up because I didn't have enough stone. Because Quyuran took that 2 stone for his master oven, which we were not expecting. So that actually ended up being pretty significant. Also, we have to say that the value that he got out of the drunkard was really high, and we knew we were passing an excellent game to Mercator, passing officer. Like he first picks stone house builder and gets past officer and master fencer. Like, yeah, I guess I should speculate on stonehouse stuff more often. Although I didn't first pick stonehouse builder, so I don't know if I would have got the support for it. Like Stone Bear and Mailman are not bad, but I don't know if they're stonehouse cards on their own. I also could have maybe gone for the Birthwell more aggressively. Like, could have maybe tried to grow even earlier than I did. I'm not sure. Anyways, I think that's all from me for today. Yeah, no games going on right now. If Lumen's streaming, you guys should go watch Lumen. And I don't think anyone else playing right now streams. So if Lumen is streaming, I will definitely host him. I guess I could take a quick look at the draft because there were a couple points I wasn't sure what the right pick was. 3, 3, 8, 6, 4, 6. So I first picked Land Agent. Officer is 3.5, so it looks like it's quite a bit stronger. So yeah, we could probably say that that pick was a mistake. And then I took Stone Baron here, which was the 4th best card in the pack, behind Drunkard, Master Fencer, Farm Worker. Master Fencer, best card by power. So yeah, I think we can probably say that taking Land Agent was a mistake. It wasn't even it wouldn't have even been speculating. It would have just been Officer's just the best card there. Then I didn't take Reeve. I took Resource Dealer. I mean, I wasn't too happy with my occupations. That's why I didn't go for Reeve. I took Traveling Salesman here, so it's pretty easy to see that if I had taken Officer, Master Fencer, I'm taking Social Climber there. And then this pick probably doesn't matter. This pick's probably still Gelder either way. This pick's probably Mailman either way. And then with Birthwell hoping Powder Keg or Rock Pyramid comes back, or Powder Keg, happy with either of them. Would I have still picked Birthwell there? Yeah, probably, because it saves me having to build a room, and then it gets my Officer out really quickly. Yeah. And I probably still take Driftwood. Then I maybe would take Runestone, because I'm going for Pretty Farm at that point, because I only have a 2-room stone house. Artichoke Field, yeah. Then Powder Keg comes back, or Stone Pyramid. Yeah. So you can see how the game would have gone pretty differently. Why did I take Traveling Salesman over Restless Father? Because I had Stone Baron, Resource Dealer, Mailman all in my hand, which all give me really early access to stone. So I thought that Traveling Salesman might be worth something to play like majors on Start Player and Family Growth in Stage 2. And also, I wasn't sure if I was going to Family Growth 3 times. Obviously, I ended up doing it, but I wasn't sure that was going to happen. Restless Father seems fine. It's probably pretty good. I don't know. You don't always end up needing you're having to invest in action early to get plows over the course of the game, which, I mean, it's not helping you feed. Restless Father seems fine, but I was thinking Traveling Salesman could have been worth something. Like, yeah, like look at, like I've played 3 cards to get me stone. I don't know. Thought it would have could have maybe come out. Obviously it didn't. Oh, I didn't. Should update my final. Alright. Well, that's going to be all for me. Thank you very much for watching. You really don't like it, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you figure it upgrades your Start Player actions and your Family Growth actions, which can be pretty nice. Like, I actually like Traveling Salesman if I don't like my miners, because then I feel like I'm really getting a benefit. If I'm instead of playing a miner that I really don't like, I'm playing a major, which is probably going to be pretty good, especially because I'm taking something away from my opponents. So, yeah. Yep, not too far off. Yeah, just 3 points, so pretty easy to see if I had done a couple stables, maybe gotten a couple animals breeding earlier. We could have gotten there. So, all right, yeah, that's all for me for today. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. If you enjoyed this, please consider following or subscribing. If you got Twitch Prime, you get a 1 free subscription every month. The only issue with Twitch Prime is you have to manually resub. It doesn't resub automatically, so you have to actually go back and click on it every month. But I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Yeah, because I remember people kind of complaining about it. Anyways, that's all from me, and we'll see you. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll stream tomorrow, so same time tomorrow.